So the first question, who among the following social reformers wrote the Brahma Covenant, which was a statement of the creed of the Brahma Samaj? Option number B is the right answer, Devendranath Tagore. Devendranath Tagore established the Tattvadani Sabha in 1839 and published its official journal Tattvadani Patrika in Bengali. Raja Ram Mohan Roy founded the Atmiya Sabha in 1815 and the Brahma Sabha in 1828, later named Brahma Samaj. Raja Ram Mohan Roy established the Anglo-Hindu School 1822 and Vedant College 1825 to promote modern and Western education. Keshav Chandra Sen formed the Brahmo Samaj of India in 1866, leading the first schism in the Brahmo Samaj movement. Anand Mohan Bose and Shivanath Shastri established the Sadharan Brahma Samaj in 1878 after the second major schism. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar served as the secretary of Bethune School 1849, the first pioneer institution for women's higher education in Bengal. Question number 2. Which material was largely used to build the ancient Buddhist stupa discovered at Pipra in Uttar Pradesh? Option number A, bricks. Pipra in Kapilavastu yielded ancient bone relic caskettes with pre-Mauryan Brahmi scripts inscription dedicated to Lord Buddha. Ashoka constructed the original brick core of the Sachi Stupa, Madhya Pradesh during the 3rd century BC. The Shunga dynasty expanded the Sachi Stupa, adding stone encasement, decorative gateways known as Toranas, and stone railings known as Vedika. Dhamek Stupa at Sarnath marks the exact spot where Lord Buddha delivered his first sermon, Dharmachakra Pravartan. Bharut Stupa in Madhya Pradesh is famous for its intricate bas relief carvings depicting Jatak tales and Yakshi figures. The Amravati Stupa in Andhra Pradesh was built in the Satvahana period and was renowned for its white marble sculptures. Question number 3. With reference to the provincial administrative centers under the Mauryan dynasty, which of the following pairs is correctly matched? Dakshinapat South Ujjain, Uttarpat North Suvarnagiri, Avantirath West Takshila, and Prachyapat East Toshali. Option number D is the correct answer, Prachyapat East Toshali. Mauryan Empire was divided into 5 major provinces, with the central imperial province ruled directly from Patliputra. Royal princes called Kumars or Aryaputra were appointed as provincial governors in key strategic centers like Takshila and Ujjain. Megasthenes, the Greek ambassador sent by Seleucus' first Nicator, authored Indica detailing Mauryan administration. Kautila, also known as Chanakya, described the administrative structure and the Saptanga theory of the state in the treatise Arthashastra. The Mauryan spy network was divided into 2 main categories: Samastha, stationary spies, and Sanchar, wandering spies. Junagadh rock inscription of Rudradaman mentions that the Sudarshan lake was constructed by Pushyagupta, a provincial governor under Chandragupta Maurya. Question number 4. As per the Census of India 2011, which of the following states has the highest percentage of urban population in India? Here option number C is the right answer, Mizoram. Goa is the most urbanized state in India by percentage, 62.2%, followed by Mizoram 52.1% and Tamil Nadu 48.4%. Delhi is the most urbanized union territory in India, 97.5%, followed by Chandigarh 97.2%. Himachal Pradesh has the highest rural population percentage in India, 90%, followed by Bihar 88.7%. Maharashtra has the highest absolute number of urban dwellers in India, while Uttar Pradesh has the highest total population. Census 2011 was the 15th national census of India since 1872 and the 7th census after independence, conducted under Census Commissioner C. Chandramouli. The official motto of the Census of India 2011 was Our Census, Our Future. Question number 5. The cold subarctic climate region possesses vast coniferous forest lands. These northern biome forests are known as? Option number C, taiga. Taiga is dominated by softwood coniferous trees like spruce, pine, fir, and larch, which yield commercial pulpwood. Tundra regions experience extreme cold with permanently frozen subsoil known as permafrost, restricting vegetation to mosses and lichens. Tropical evergreen forests in India, Western Ghats northeast, receives over 200 cm of annual rainfall and yield hardwoods like ebony, mahogany, and rosewoods. And tropical deciduous forests are the most widespread forest type in India, featuring economic timber like teak and sal. Very important. Sundarbans in the Ganga-Brahmaputra delta forms the world's largest continuous mangrove forest block, dominated by Sundari trees. Llanos and Campos, Brazil, are prominent examples of tropical savanna grasslands ecosystem in South America. Question number 6. Which article of the Constitution of India provides the provisions for the appointment of the same person as the governor for 2 or more states? Option number D is the correct answer, Article 153. 7th Constitutional Amendment Act 1956 added 2 provisions to Article 153, enabling one person to act as governor for multiple states. Article 155 mandates that the governor is appointed directly by the President of India by warrant under the hand and seal. Article 161 grants the governor executive power to grant pardons, reprieves or remissions of the punishments, excluding death sentence and court-martial. Article 213 empowers the governor to promulgate ordinances when the state legislative assembly is not in session. Article 200 outlines the options available to governor regarding assents to bill passed by the state legislature, including reserving them for the president. Sarojini Naidu was the first woman to serve as the governor of an Indian state, United Provinces or Uttar Pradesh. Question number 7. Which articles of the Constitution of India provide for a parliamentary form of government at the center? Option number A is the right answer, Article 74 and 75. Article 163 and 164 lay down the executive framework for the parliamentary system of governance at the state level. Article 75 subclause 3 explicitly states that the Council of Ministers is collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha, House of the People. Very important. Article 76 deals with the office of the Attorney General for India, appointed by the President as the Chief Legal Advisor. Article 79 defines the Parliament of India as consisting of the President, the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha. Article 108 provides for a joint sitting of both Houses of Parliament summoned by the President and presided over by the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. Very important. Article 110 defines the criteria and procedure for passing a money bill, which can only be introduced in the Lok Sabha with prior presidential recommendation. Question number 8. While estimating gross domestic product, the monetary value of the only final goods is considered because its immobility, the active economic flow is ended, of the issues of double counting, the value added at each stage of the production process is included. Option number A is the correct answer, only B. Gross domestic product (GDP) measures the total monetary value of all final goods and services produced within a country's geographical boundary in a given year. Gross national product (GNP) equals GDP plus net factor income from abroad. Okay, and net domestic product (NDP) is calculated by deducting physical asset called depreciations from gross domestic product, which is NDP is equal to GDP minus depreciation. Real GDP is calculated using constant base year price adjusted for inflation, whereas nominal GDP uses current year market prices. GDP deflator, what is GDP deflator? Measures the overall changes in price levels across the economy and is calculated as GDP deflator is equal to nominal GDP upon real GDP into 100. Very important. GDP deflator is equal to nominal GDP upon real GDP into 100. Central Statistics Office (CSO) now merged into the National Sample Survey Office (NSSO) under MOSPI calculates and releases GDP data in India. Move on to the next question. Question number 9. Which among the following data sources was utilized to compute the estimates in the National Multidimensional Poverty Index baseline report released by NITI Aayog? Option number D is the correct answer. National Family Health Survey, NFSHS 4. NITI Aayog released the National Multidimensional Poverty Index using data from the National Family Health Survey. National MPI evaluates 12 indicators across 3 crore dimensions: health, education, and standard of living. The Global Multidimensional Poverty Index is developed and published by the Oxford Poverty and Human Development Index and UNDP. Suresh Tendulkar Committee 2009 recommended calculating the poverty line based on daily per capita in monthly consumption expenditure across urban and rural sector. C. Rangarajan Committee 2014 revised Indian poverty estimation norms, setting daily spending limits at 32 for rupees 32 for rural and rupees 47 for urban areas. And NITI Aayog replaced the Planning Commission on 1st January 2015 with Prime Minister acting as its ex officio chairperson. Question number 10. The legendary classical vocalist Tanraz Khan is historically associated with which of the following Hindustani classical gharanas? Option number A is the correct answer. Delhi Gharana. Delhi Gharana is considered the oldest Hindustani vocal gharana, historically founded by Sufi poet and musician Amir Khusro in the 13th century. Gwalior Gharana is considered the mother of all Khayal Gharana, pioneered by Nathan Pir Baksh and Hassu Khan Haddu Khan. Kiran Gharana, famous for its slow tempo alap and emotional rendition, was founded by Ustad Abdul Karim Khan and Ustad Abdul Wahid Khan. Agra Gharana was revived and popularized by Ustad Fayyaz Khan, who sang under the pseudonym Prempia. Patiala Gharana was established by brothers Ustad Bare Fateh Ali Khan and Ustad Ali Baksh Jarnail Khan. Jaipur Atroli Gharana was founded by Ustad Alladia Khan and is known for complex rags and intricate rhythmic structures. Next question, 11. Which of the following major awards and national honors was not received by the legendary Kuchipudi master of Vempati Chinna Satyam? Option number D, Padma Shri. Kuchipudi originated in the Kelucharan village of Andhra Pradesh as a dance drama form created by Siddhendra Yogi. Vempati Chinna Satyam founded the Kuchipudi Art Academy in Madras 1963 to refine, structure and globalize the Kuchipudi repertoire. Tarangam is a unique feature of Kuchipudi performance where the dancer executes complex rhythm patterns while standing on the edges of the brass plate. Sangeet Natak Academy currently recognized 8 classical dance forms of India: Bharatanatyam, Kathak, Kathakali Kuchipudi, Odissi Manipuri, Mohiniyattam, Satriya. Kalidas Samman is a prestigious annual arts award instituted by Government of Madhya Pradesh in 1980. Rukminidami Arundel established Kalakshetra in Chennai in 1936 to revive and institutionalize Bharatanatyam. 12. Vinod Kevin Bachchan was selected for the Ustad Bismillah Khan Yuva Puruskar 2021 for his notable contribution to which classical Indian dance form? Option number B, Odissi. Odissi dance is characterized by 2 distinct postures: Chauk, masculine squat dance, and Tribhanga, feminine 3 bend postures as neck, torso and knees. Legendary gurus Kelucharan Mahapatra, Pankaj Charan Das, Devaprasad Das were the chief architects of the post-independence Odissi revival. Gotipua is a traditional dance form in Odisha where young boys dress as females to perform acrobatic dance postures, serving as the precursors to modern Odissi. Satriya dance was introduced in 15th century CE by Vaishnavite saint Srimant Shankaradev in the Satras monasteries of Assam. Kathak is the primary classical dance of North India, historically developed by Kathakars, storytellers, and patronized in Mughal courts. Chhau dance features 3 regional styles: Saraikela Chhau, Jharkhand, Purulia Chhau, West Bengal, and Mayurbhanj Chhau, Odisha, performed without mask. Question number 13. 2 separate masses of 1 kg and 2 kg are dropped simultaneously from a height of 3.2 meters. What will be their respective velocities just before touching the ground? Assume g is equal to 10 meter per second square. Option number 8, D is the right answer, 8 meter per second for both. Impact velocity of a free falling body dropped from rest is calculated using v is equal to root over 2gh, which is independent of the mass of the body. Acceleration due to gravity at Earth's surface average 9.8 meter per second square. It decreases with altitude above the surface and depth below the surface. Acceleration due to gravity is maximum at the poles, very important, and minimum at the equator due to Earth's rotation and equatorial bulge. Universal law of gravitation formulated by Isaac Newton. Weight of an object, W is equal to mg, varies with gravitational field strength, whereas mass remains constant throughout the universe. Mass remains constant throughout the universe. At the center of the earth, the value of acceleration due to gravity becomes 0. At the center of the earth, the value of acceleration due to gravity becomes 0, resulting in complete weightlessness. Question number 14. Which of the following atmospheric pollutants is primarily responsible for the ongoing process of ocean acidification? Option number C, carbon dioxide. Dissolved CO2 reacts with ocean water to form carbonic acid H2CO3, which releases hydrogen ions and lowers seawater pH. Increased acidity depletes carbonate ion, preventing marine organisms from forming calcium carbonate CaCO3 shells and skeletons. Acid rain is caused by atmospheric reactions of sulfur dioxide SO2 and nitrogen oxides NO, forming sulfuric and nitric acid. Carbon monoxide is an odorless gas produced by incomplete combustion that binds to blood hemoglobin to form toxic carboxyhemoglobin. Photochemical smog, Los Angeles smog, is formed by sunlight reacting with NO and VOCs, producing secondary pollutants like ozone and PAN. O3 and PAN. Minamata disease is a neurological syndrome caused by severe methyl mercury poisoning, first identified in Minamata Bay, Japan. 15. During quantitative chemical analysis, 0.25 gram of an organic compound yielded 0.13 gram of water after complete combustion. What is the percentage composition of hydrogen in the compound? Option number C, 5.78%. Liebig's combustion method estimates carbon and hydrogen by passing organic vapors over heated copper oxide. Produced water vapor H2O is absorbed in weighed anhydrous calcium chloride tubes during analysis. Carbon dioxide produced during organic combustion is absorbed in weighed potassium hydroxide solution bulbs. Doma's method is used to quantitatively estimate nitrogen content in organic compounds by measuring nitrogen gas volume collected over KOH. Zeldal's method estimates nitrogen by converting it into ammonium sulfate through digestion with concentrated H2SO4. Carius method is used for quantitative estimation of halogens, chlorine, bromine, iodine, and sulfur in organic compounds. Actually, Liebig's combustion method estimates carbon and hydrogen, and Doma's method is nitrogen. Zeldal's method estimates nitrogen by converting it into ammonium sulfate, and Carius method is used for quantitative estimation of halogens like chlorine, bromine, iodine, and sulfur in organic compounds. Question number 16. Which of the following options correctly defines the relative nutrient proportions present in a standard keto diet? Which of the following options correctly defines the relative nutrient proportions present in a standard keto diet? Option number A, only taking high numbers of vitamins and minerals, high protein and fat, carbohydrates in a low amount, high amount of fat, adequate protein and low carbohydrate, high carbohydrate, proper amount of protein and low fat. Standard keto diet. So number C is the right answer. High amount of fat, adequate protein and low carbohydrate. Ketosis occurs when carbohydrate intake drops below 50 gram per day, causing the liver to oxidize fat into ketone bodies. Scurvy is caused by deficiency of vitamin C, ascorbic acid, also known as ascorbic acid, leading to bleeding gums and impaired wound healing. Rickets in children and osteomalacia in adults are caused by the deficiency of vitamin D, also known as calciferol, or lack of calcium absorption. Kwashiorkor is caused by severe dietary protein deficiency, while marasmus results from total calorie and protein starvation. Beriberi is caused by deficiency of vitamin B1, also known as thiamine, common in populations consuming polished white rice. Night blindness, nyctalopia, and xerophthalmia are caused by deficiency of vitamin A, also known as retinol. 17. Identify the odd one out among the given cell organelles based on the presence of a membrane boundary, vacuoles, nucleus, ribosomes, lysosomes. Option number A is the right answer, ribosomes. Ribosomes are non-membrane bound granular structures made up of rRNA and proteins functioning as the site of protein synthesis translation. Double membrane bound organelles like in eukaryotic cells including the nucleus, mitochondria and plastids, chloroplast. Single membrane bound organelles include the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosomes and vacuoles. Lysosome contains hydrolytic digestive enzymes and are known as the suicidal bags of the cell. Mitochondria generate ATP through cellular respiration and contain their own circular DNA and 70S ribosome, semi-autonomous organelle. Centrosomes and centrioles are non-membrane bound structures present in animal cells that organize spindle fibers during the cell division. Alright. Question number 18. In which year was the prominent Satriya dance exponent Guru Indira P.P. Bora honored with the Padma Shri Award? Option number D, 2020. Satriya was recognized as the 8th classical dance form of India by the Sangeet Natak Academy in the year 2000. Bhortal and Khol are primary traditional musical instruments used to accompany Satriya dance performance. Ankiyanat, a traditional Assamese one-act play written by Sriman Shankaradev and Mahadev, forming the theatrical core of Satriya. Bihu is the major folk dance festival of Assam, celebrated in 3 distinct seasons: Rongali, Bohag, Kongali, Kati and Bhogali, Magh. Bagrumba is a popular folk dance performed by the Bodo community of Assam during Spring Festival. Padma Awards, Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan, Padma Shri were instituted in 1954 and are announced annually on Republic Day. 19. For which English novel was acclaimed author Ruskin Bond honored with the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1992? Option number D, Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra. Ruskin Bond wrote his debut semi-autobiographical novel The Room on the Roof at age of 17, featuring the character Rusty. Sahitya Akademi was established in 1954 by the Government of India to recognize outstanding literary merit in 24 languages, 8 scheduled languages plus English and Rajasthani. Gyanpith Award is India's highest literary award, first awarded to Malayalam poet G. Shankar Kurup in 1965. Very, very important. Rabindranath Tagore became the first non-European to win the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1913 for his poetry collection Gitanjali. Arundhati Roy became the first Indian citizen to win the Man Booker Prize in 1997 for her novel The God of Small Things. R.K. Narayan created the fictional South Indian town of Malgudi in works like Swami and Friends and won the Sahitya Akademi Award for The Guide. Getting a Grip on My Body, My Mind, Myself is an autobiography authored by which among the following tennis legends? Option number D, Monica Seles. Monica Seles won 9 Grand Slam singles titles and became the youngest ever French Open champion in 1990 at the age of 16. Maria Sharapova published her popular autobiography titled Unstoppable, My Life So Far in 2017. Steffi Graf achieved the unique calendar Golden Slam in 1998 by winning all 4 Grand Slam titles and Olympic gold in the same year. Rafael Nadal holds the record for the maximum number of French Open men's single title, 14 titles. 14 titles. Grand Slam tournaments are played annually in chronological order: Australian Open, French Open, Wimbledon, and US Open hard. Australian Open hard court, and French Open played in clay court, Wimbledon in grass courts, and US Open in hard court. Sania Mirza published her autobiography titled Ace Against Odds in 2016, detailing her journey as India's premier female tennis player. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel, and I hope this series is going to be really helpful for you. If you guys find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Also can get PDF from my Telegram channel. The link is in the description. Alright, keep watching, keep learning. See you in the next video. Thank you.